Kiv taking on Boogs. No surprise seeing Kiv rocking the Seahawks. No surprise seeing Boogs rocking the Lions. The kick is away inside Pizza Hut Stadium. So happy to have you guys along with us in the chat. We got a little MUT action here, Boogs. I mean, listen, you see those uniforms? Maybe it's first time tuning into some Madden action. We're playing on Ultimate Team tonight. This is not the stock Lions team you saw choke away a game against the Bears last week.
Oh yeah, not the Lions, man. And so as you see, I'm pretty surprised to see Boogs having on the Lions jersey, since he won the Atlanta Falcons club last year, but now he say he's going back to Detroit after he got popped year in and year out. He fled Detroit, went to Atlanta, and he finally won his first belt. Now he's trying to go back and rep his home city like LeBron James. He feels like he's trying to bring a title back. And hopefully we'll see if he can start it off with the king of the hill.
Well, on offense is Boogs coming out in that gun bunch. And the gentleman's agreement, user, this is a very common start to the game, especially in competitive Madden, so everyone can get their audibles set up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you already know that's a gentleman's agreement, man. We can really speak a lot what's going on in the Madden community right now with gentleman's agreement and how people doing in the weekend league. But these guys, they different. They cut from a different cloth. They have some integrity. They're going to decline this penalty. You feel me?
Listen, the Madden community is nothing but gentlemen out here, and that's why we have the gentleman's agreement. First down and 10. As it is the Bugatti on offense, trying to run the ball, nowhere to go with Barry Sanders. Now, the real question in the chat, user, it's been asked a lot. Why didn't Boogs put on the do-rag for this important game?
I don't know, man. I know W is somewhere asking right now, where is Bugatti at? And hopefully he can make it out this game without even going to Bugatti. But who knows? He might have that do-rag in his back pocket. Boogs, he ain't afraid to pull it out mid-game.
He's always prepared. Second down and 13 out of the bunch. And he's got Lamar Jackson at quarterback for the team of Boogs and those Detroit Lions looking for Tyreek Hill underneath, but good defense by young Kiv.
Yeah, it looks like Boogs, he's coming out here. And he always starts behind the 8-ball. And Kiv is just not one of those guys you want to get behind on the 8-ball with.
Third and 13. Would be big for Kiv just to get a stop on this first drive and start off with some momentum. Lamar dropping back, stepping up in the pocket, but nowhere to go. Being harassed, he'll throw this one away.
You see Kiv, man, playing good defense, keeping everything in front of him, making Boogs take what he give him. Boogs doesn't like, he has to throw that ball away.
And a rarity here, especially after watching Madden 20 gameplay, user. This is what is called a punt. Now, I know you as a competitive Madden player don't know what this is, but it's where on fourth down, you don't have an opportunity to go for it. You just kick this one away.
I mean, are you referring to the fake punts from the...
No. Not the one that you ran. No. This is where the punter actually kicks the ball away, giving the ball back to the other team.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, to me, that wasn't a good punt anyway. He didn't get it out of bounds, and that's why I wouldn't have did it.
What song do you think Kiv is playing on the what appears to be mouth trombone?
I don't know. I have no clue.
First and 10 for Kiv. With the Seattle Seahawks uniform, Edmonds, Washington native, huge Hawks fan. He's going to take off with Lamar and slide down after a first down.
And you see Kiv, I think he's in that Atlanta playbook, if I'm not mistaken. That play that he just ran where he showed you that play art, you got to watch that crossing route. That crossing route can beat cover 3. And, a lot of these guys are running stock cover 3 right now because the difference between Madden 20 and Madden 21, Nick, it's hard to dial up pressure this year. It's not like you can't get pressure, but it's hard to dial it up without the quarterback getting the ball down.
Man. That's Adrian.
Boogs begging for the fumble. You know it's bad when you're begging for fumbles from the game of Madden. That's when things just aren't going right.
Jeez.
Yeah, man, you won't be long till we hear Boogs saying, cheat me because you can't beat me. He's expecting to get that turnover right there. But I'm pretty sure this is all Madden. And I don't know if y'all saw the stream this morning, man. I was laying the wood on Lamar Jackson, and he wasn't letting that ball go.
That's just
that one almost picked off the shoestring.
I mean, for me.
Remember,
What do
$2,000
you mean from me?
on the
That's
line
a
in this
wide
game.
open.
And you know, Boogs, after making all the majors last year, he was looking at his paycheck and going, man, I could have made so much more if I just won a couple more key games. He wants to start off this year right.
Oh, yeah, he wants to start off this year right. And, you know, it's funny because, you know, these guys, they had to do a seeding to get to where they're at. And, you know, he was one of the guys, he could either been at that spot where he's at right now or maybe at the end. And him and Drini talked, and I said, and he said, you know, I think I'm going to take the first spot. He said, I'm tired of the disrespect going on in the Madden community, Nick. I think I'm going to run the table. It's time for me to step up. And I'm hoping that he does.
I told you, they cheated me again.
You have no stick whatsoever. You just ran into the.
Wow.
Oh my God.
The best part about this, user, this is just like, you know, every game of Madden you play with your boys in the Discord, you're just hanging out, you're talking. Kiv and Boogs can hear each other, and Kiv said they're going, you didn't get cheated at all. That was a good kick. Give me my 3 points.
Correct. You know, Boogs displaying some of that old man shtick. Even though I'm technically the oldest person to make it live, Boogs ain't but a couple days behind me. And as you can see right there with that old man shtick, unable to block the kick.
Guys, apologies. We're having just a little bit of tech issues with our streams. We'll get that fixed as soon as possible. But for now, you can listen to the dulcet tones of Nick Mazesco and one great user as Boogs getting Barry on the field. You know, Boogs contends Barry Sanders is the best running back of all time. Do you agree?
Between him and Bo Jackson, those are easily my top 2 favorites.
Welcome to 2020. Everything done at home. Well, luckily, we're still able to bring you the content. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Nice pass over the middle of the field. I believe that was Julio with the catch, the first completion for the Boogs offense.
Yeah, as you see, we got a little bit of tech problems, man. You know, I'm pretty sure we can blame this on Bugatti Boogs internet, man. He's on dial-up, man.
Listen, he's old. He's still got those net zero free CDs. He's trying to use them right now. He's got to, listen, why would I pay for internet when I've got all these CDs with free internet on them?
I know.
3-0. Young Kiv with the lead. $2,000 on the line, but also on the line the opportunity to play next week and continue racking up the dough with $4,000 on the line next week on 2nd and 11. It's Sanders running left side, picking up 2.
You know, I don't know if Boogs is playing scared or timid, but I feel like he's giving young Kiv too much credit. You know, he's not really airing the ball out like we're used to seeing him. And, you know, if he doesn't get back to playing this game, he really could get popped in this first game.
And then the talks would start. 0-3 at the bowl. Popped in the first round of King of the Hill. Is Boogs like Mr. Clean? Is he washed? 3rd and 9. Lamar stepping up, throwing it deep. That won't help. That's picked off. Steve Atwater with the pick. Going the other way is Kiv. And just like that, young Kiv has the first turnover of the game.
Blind man. Bad reads. That's all it is, and good defense by young Kiv right there.
User, I thought you were the blind man.
Yes, technically I am, but you see Boogs, he doesn't have a problem. I don't see the do-rag. I don't see his glasses. What's going on?
I don't know, maybe he's not taking this seriously. There's $2,000 on the line here, Boogs. Get it together. Lamar on 1st and 10. All the time in the world rolling out of the pocket. And he'll throw this one away. Good defense downfield. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on Tuesday night. Don't forget, coming up next, AJ Terrell takes on Henry Ruggs. That one is going to be fun to watch. It's all followed up at 10 o'clock. Derwin James versus the world. Huge night of Madden action. We're so happy you're along with us. Nice little baby corner route. Julio Jones with the catch.
Yeah, you see Kiv, he has the man beaters, man. When the game first came out, it seemed like one step ahead was the meta, the man D, but then, you know, EA, they come through with the regular monthly patches, man, and now man is getting chopped alive, and that's what's happened to Boogs right now.
I mean, thank you.
Pressure. Hey! To Wilson going the other way.
Take it to the crib.
Almost gets out of there, but the pressure from Boogs defense. Yeah, hey, the 2 worst words to see in the game of Madden for a professional Madden player user, pressure, inaccurate.
Oh, yeah. Or throw out a sack.
That's a 4 word, sure. Any of those words are bad. All you want to see down there is bullet pass accurate. That's all you need to see. Great field position for Boogs now. Got to get points in this drive. Lamar.
You know, he's really passing out of this formation. That's a good dot right there.
That was
good
a
read.
dot. That was a hot dot.
Mom calling me in the middle of the game.
And his mom's calling him mid-match. Mom, he's got $2,000 on the line, okay? Wait till after the game.
And you know, if anybody know about, you know, the family interfering when you got Madden going on, trust, I know firsthand.
I've almost gotten divorced 3 times because my wife walked in during a Madden game, so we all know. We all know. 1st and 10, first red zone opportunity for Boogs. So we're in the 2nd quarter of play. Stepping up with Lamar.
Slide.
He will take off, pick up 2 yards. Do you like him taking the hit there with Lamar?
No, I do not. No, I do not. Because, you know, if you already feel like Madden's cheating, you don't give Madden the opportunity. Slide. Play smart. You got to play smart.
I mean, in fairness, they did change the buttons for sliding. So maybe people just don't know yet. You got to double tap that X button.
I'm expecting to see him run the trap out of this twin set. But he really
nice
is.
cut
He's
from
just sticking to the old.
Picking
That's
up
no
a
run
first
stick.
down. That's a good run.
Yeah. He could have walked into the end zone.
It was a good run followed by a slightly bad run. I'm trying to help your boy here, user. I'm trying to give Boogs some props.
Hey, you know me. I'm just gonna keep it 100. If it's bad stick, it's bad stick. He would do the same to me. The chat already know if it was me, if it was me on the sticks and him was in the booth, he'll be slaughtering me right now.
1st down and goal. Can Kiv's defense step up? We've seen him have some big defensive plays in the past, in his history. It'll be a handoff to Barry. He'll pick up 4. Boogs, of course, such a great year last year. Still says he's got motivation. He has that empty case in his room, user. He was saying before the match. He's got that case in his room. It's waiting for that belt, and he's getting it this year.
Yeah. As you saw, he said, hey, man, I bought the case to give me some motivation to get the belt. I told him, man, you better keep the receipt. You better hope you got the receipt for that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Those cases are not cheap. It did not look like I built this in my garage. It looked like he paid some money for that case.
Oh, yeah.
It might have come out of the bougie water from Whole Foods fund. 3rd and goal. How about to a Madden 20 favorite? How about stretch run, cut inside,
wow.
Eddie George doesn't read over the line. It's
And
4th and goal, and he's hurrying back.
Pretty sure Kiv is going to run commit right here.
He did, and Eddie lowered the shoulder and on his way into the end zone. Big number 27. Put 6 on the board for Boogs.
My 2 just shot the guy and just ran right past him.
Let's go, man. Get in there, Eddie.
All right, so you start this game with a 3 and out. You give up a field goal on the next drive to Kiv.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like your offense doesn't go anywhere on the next drive. You got to give it back to Kiv. And then all of a sudden, you get that interception. That swings the momentum the way of Boogs. It feels like he has this drive. If he can get a stop here, he might be in control of this game.
Yeah, Boogs, he needs some more pressure and accuracy because everything was looking open. You know, even when young Kiv threw that interception, the guys were open. He just had a pressure and accuracy.
Kiv on offense. How about Barry doing work the other way? Says anything Boogs can do, I can do with the same player. Lamar Jackson, MVP year last year. Cover athlete this year. What more can he do? How about Boogs' defense? And Glover getting in the backfield.
That's good coverage, D. I was expecting, you know, to see Boogs possibly bring out, you know, the disengaged blitz on him, try to get young Kiv moving. And he's obviously just going to try to contain him and force young Kiv to run up the middle.
I don't know what to do.
Kiv on 2nd and 13. Looking left side,
Somebody
underneath
has
is
to
Finley
fumble.
with the catch. User, you want to talk about one of the biggest changes from Madden 20 to Madden 21. It is the flats are back in the game of Madden.
Oh, yeah, the flats are definitely back. I mean, they made a lot of changes, some that we like and some that we don't like. I really enjoy the fact that you can, put running backs at the different packages. That's a hot one right there.
That's a hot dot.
It's a hot one on 3rd and 5. Young kid just showing how he's just clutch, and this is nothing to him. But like we were saying, man, they've added a lot of different changes, and being able to come out in different personnel packages and audible from like bunch or tight, like what Boogs is doing, the twin offset, that's a real nice adjustment to the game.
Yeah, adds a lot of flexibility for the offenses as Lamar takes off, slide down after a gain of 5.
Yeah.
$2,000 for the winner here, and they get to stay on top. They get to stay as the king of the hill and move on to next week, where Pavin is waiting. Hey, congratulations. Great win. You get to take on Pavin next week. That's not the best prize I've ever seen.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Lamar. Looking deep down the field. He's got Tyreek Hill inside the 5. He'll be held up at the 2-yard line, but another dot from the young Kiv offense. Young Kiv and Boogs, 2 of the established players here in the game of Madden. 2 players with so much history. Kiv, the Madden 18 Bowl champion. Been so close to getting that 2nd belt, but hasn't been able to do it yet. Can he do it this year? At the very least, can he stay on top as king of the hill as Henry takes the carry, but nowhere to go up the middle. That Boogs run defense, absolutely dominating.
If I'm Boogs, man, I'm run committing all 4 plays right here.
Yep, there's another one. Ooh, what a shoot. That was Tyrann Mathieu, the honey badger in the backfield. .42 seconds left. Kiv facing a 3rd and goal. Feels like on this play. Is this 4-down territory for Kiv? Is he going for it on 4th down no matter what?
I don't know. If it's like a 4, if he gets to the 2-yard line or 1-yard line, possibly. If he's at the 4-3, I think he'll take his 3 yards. This is a tough down because you don't know whether to run commit right here and then. Yeah.
Great run. That was Barry. Gets outside, shows off the wheels, and hits the pylon. Young Kiv retakes the lead. As the kick is up, it is good. 10-7. 39 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. Boogs with no timeouts, looking to get into field goal range.
Yeah, he has to be very careful right here, man. Y'all already know one of my pet peeves, what I say right here. This is one of the most dangerous times in the game, right before half. So many people feel so much pressure to try to make something happen, and they end up digging themselves in a deeper hole.
Yeah, how many times have we seen somebody come out in one of these drives, throw a pick on the 2nd play, and give up points to the other person?
I've seen it too many times.
Hey, you've been around a while. You've been playing since Madden was invented. Or something
hey,
No?
Hey, now, we ain't gonna go that far. You don't get too comfortable now. We still on Twitch. We still fire some shots off now.
Jackson off 1st and 10. I forgot this wasn't an ESPN2 show. This is User's hometown.
That's correct. That is correct. Talk to me nicely.
So, his name is one great user. It's not one okay user. 2nd and 10. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for Lamar Jackson and Boogs. 33 seconds on the clock. Takes the snap. Waiting. Looking left side. Tight throw, but what a throw from Lamar. Feet, though, not inbounds.
The rack in.
But they don't give it to him?
The rack animation took him out.
Wow.
Thought for a second he might have had it. Now on 3rd and 10, they'll just hand the ball off to Barry. Looked like he had a lane inside, but instead bounces outside and only picks up 3, 4th and 7.
That looked like Nick. He had a lane. Boogs is just not a runner, though. We all know that. Boogs is a daughter. He's a passer, and he's out his element trying to run. He wants to add it to the game. And the reason why everybody like, why is he coming out in this formation and then audibling and trying to hand the ball off? This is not Bugatti Boogs. Well, listen, Bugatti Boogs is terrified of 146. He does not want to see young Kev screaming at him in 146. So he's going to try to do everything he can to not see that look.
10-7 the score. As now Kiv back on offense in the bunch. Only 18 seconds, but one timeout. As Lamar steps up and Lamar sits down. Boogs defense stepping up again.
I think Kiv's just going to take this to half. You know, he's like, man, you know, it could have been a sack, fumble.
Fumble.
You know, trust.
Fumble, baby. Gotcha.
You hear Boogs calling for it.
Fumble 6, here we go.
Question, has asking for the fumble ever worked in the game of Madden?
Fumble 6, here we go.
I mean, it hasn't for me, but obviously, you know, I'm pretty sure it has for somebody.
4 seconds, one play for Kiv out of the I-4. Stretch run left side, trying to make something happen. Almost got out, but he will not, and we will go to halftime.
For 1 second. I should have put the
10-7 score right now. Kiv with the lead. User looking at this game, doesn't feel like either player is playing great, so it doesn't feel like either player has the momentum.
Nah, to be honest, I don't really see anything that would make me terrified to play one of these guys right now. You know, to me, they look just like regular Madden players. They don't look that exclusive right now. Their reads are kind of bad, you know. You know, Kiv has been showing some good pocket, but Boogs, on the other hand, I don't know.
Okay, keep testing me.
It is halftime here in Game 1, the first week of the King of the Hill tournament, and it is 10-7. Young Kiv on top of Boogs. It's halftime. Let's throw it back to our good friend and check in with Charlie Arnold. Charlie?
All right, young Kiv taking the lead. I see him chugging that water. Looks like there's a lot of need to hydrate right now. Things are getting pretty intense. That was a great first half in that game, everybody. Good job to both of the competitors, but young Kiv, you've got the edge right now. I just want to remind everyone, this is a gauntlet-style competition here, King of the Hill. Gauntlet-style competition on Madden Tuesday nights. And as a reminder, the winner of this match tonight will face Pavan next week in round 2 of our King of the Hill Gauntlet. He is watching live. You can see him right here. He's scouting out the competition. He's trying to see what's good, trying to see what he can expect next week. And we are going to catch up with him later on in the show. Now, there also is a completely separate gauntlet going on for the NFL rookies, which also begins tonight. And we are going to talk about a rivalry. Tonight's competitors are really no strangers to one another. 2 years ago, Clemson cornerback A.J. Terrell and Alabama wideout Henry Ruggs III, they faced off in the College Football National Championship game, with Terrell and Clemson victorious. Tonight, these two offensive juggernauts square off again on a different field, so you can call it a rematch of sorts. But before the second half, let's take a closer look at one of our competitors, Boogs. He is a longtime veteran of the Madden competitive scene, with this season being unlike anything anyone has experienced. Boogs and his wife opened their home to our cameras to give us a behind-the-scenes look at their lives during the pandemic.
Me and my wife met when we were young. We were probably 10, 11.
We met as kids. My aunt was working with his mom, and I would often see him at family gatherings. Didn't really pay much of an interest to him. And then after high school, went to college, and on my very first Thanksgiving break, went to visit my aunt, and she mentioned him, and was like, oh, you guys should meet up. And I was very, very, very apprehensive about it, but when he opened the door, totally different person.
Honestly, it makes my life so much easier having a wife that's like super supportive of me being a gamer and my career and what I do. a lot of gamers are just going to bed now, you know what I mean? Whereas me, I'm already up for the morning and ready to go. She wasn't always that supportive. She was just like any other girl or woman or whatever you want to say at home that guys deal with.
Of course, you think as a girlfriend, like, I wish he would just, get off of these games. But as time grew on and he started making money from it, I knew that I had to be just as interested as him because I saw it going somewhere else.
Chat. What up? Y'all can hear me? Test check, test check, test check. I feel like that's the new name now, Chad. We're going from Bugatti Boogs to Hollywood Boogs. How you feel about that? She's the real life version of like that Bonnie and Clyde kind of thing. She rides with me, man. Whatever it is that I say I want to do, she just says, you know what? Let's go. I got Kate Kemp with the Twitch Prime sub. Get the sub hypes in the chat. Man, what is really going on? What's my man's doing, man? God. First Madden I remember playing was probably Madden 91 or 2. It's a game I've loved since I was a little kid. Like, I've been playing this game since I was 3, 4 years old. Like, since I can hold a controller, I've been playing the game. I've always had a passion and a love for Madden. I'm showing y'all how I became me, how I became the GOAT. Oh! It went from just like participating in a side hustle or a side thing that I've had a passion for to really wanting to see it grow and what I can create out of it.
It's kind of interesting when we introduce our family to new people. It's like, oh, what do you do? And then I'm like, I'm a teacher. And they're like, oh, what does your husband do? He's a gamer. And they all kind of, side tilt. So that's, fun to explain.
Now it's something that I actually do for a living. And so it's like now it's surreal. So I get to do something that I love and I have a true passion for. I'm connected to it. Like, it's a part of who I am now at this point. So it's one of those things that I'm going to forever have a passion and a love for, and that'll never change.
All right, life during the pandemic, definitely a crazy time to be alive, but Boogs making the best of all of it. So a big thank you to him and also his better half for that very up close and personal look. Now, later on, we're going to spend some time with young Kiv and experience the personal inspiration that's driving him to new heights. But right now, what do you say? Let's get you back to Nick and User for some more King of the Hill action, guys.
Charlie, thank you so much. Second half of action here. Young Kiv taking on Boogs. We got ourselves a sweaty. It is 10-7. Kiv with the slim lead at halftime. User, what do you think about the Bugatti Boogs to Hollywood Boogs thing? I don't like it. I think he's just trying to do too much with the nickname.
Hey, listen, man, it don't matter if he rebranded himself as many times as Puff Daddy did, man. I need to see him win, all right? He wanted me to get on the show and put the battery in his back and gas him up. He on here talking about Hollywood Boogs and all that. Well, we need to see it.
God,
we need to see it.
Boy, and that could have been a book to start the game. There's that throw out of sack you were talking about, User. 10-7, Kiv on top with the ball. And once again, the throw out of sack coming up twice in a row.
This what he needs. He needs his defense to tighten up and get another throw out of sack, pressure and accurate interception. He needs to stop right here.
3rd and 10, Lamar. Right side, finds Sanders. Good tackle by Wilson, though. At the 30-yard line, brings up a 4th and 4. Boogs already prepping for Kiv to go for this one.
Yeah, Boogs has to bang him right there. He has to punch him in his mouth, man. He cannot just come up and make a soft tackle like that on Barry Sanders. This game, you can really hit stick this year. I'm surprised he didn't come up and kick him in the teeth.
4th down and 4. It looks like Kiv is indeed going for it. Bunch offset as he'll drop back with Jackson. Waiting, looking under duress, outside the pocket, throw back across his body. That's going to be an incomplete pass. And Boogs gets the turnover to start off the game.
That's a big stop. Now, see, chat, now listen, even though I didn't pick him, I'm still riding for him. That's still my manage now. Pause. But you know what I'm saying? I want to see him do good, but hey, you don't go on now slandering me like I just, was out here rooting against him now.
Now Boogs with Great field position at the 24-yard line. So happy to have you guys along with us. Tuesday Night Madden, we got King of the Hill for 2 hours. Coming up next is AJ Terrell taking on Henry Ruggs III. Then after that, Derwin James versus the world. You're going to want to smash that follow button. You're going to want to be here each and every Tuesday as Barry Sanders finds his way to the 11.
This is the Bugatti Boogs we expect to see. Show some stick, some great play calling. Come on now. And you know, these guys, they had to play for seeding. And I know you're like, well, why did you pick young kid? Well, because listen, Boogs, he got whooped in his first 2 seeding games, and he had to play Kiv in his last seeding game.
Oh, come on.
And listen, when I tell you,
Oh
my goodness.
Picks it up on the 1. It's a turnover for Kiv. And you see Boogs absolutely torn up by missing out on a touchdown opportunity.
Cheat him, man. Cheat him. That wasn't even a hit stick. Terrible. Well, he got to lock up.
Here's what
He's
I'm
been
saying.
down before.
User Boogs was asking for the fumble. Technically, the game gave him a fumble. It's just the wrong way.
Correct. Oh, my goodness.
Nowhere to go. Picking up 8 to the 2-yard line. Going back to that play. An opportunity to punch it in the end zone. But could not find room with Barry Sanders. Nowhere to turn and puts the pigskin on the ground. 2nd and 2 for Kip.
Oh, let me get Bailey.
Look at left side. Oh, Barry Sanders with the catch right in front of the user. Not you, user. His user.
Yeah, you know, Boogs was hoping that he could make a play. Maybe if he had acrobat or something on him, maybe he could have made that play. But he has to lock up. He has to get another stop. It's unfortunate he got a fumble. But like I said before, you know, these guys, they played in the season, and Boogs beat the doggy biscuits out of Kiv. But I was just feeling like there's no way Kiv gonna come out here again and let Boogs whoop him.
Not in this big of a tournament as Sanders picks up a couple. King of the Hill style, so winner not only takes home a prize this week, it's $2,000, but they'll move on to next week to take on the next challenger, which in this case is Pavin. Do this for the next 7 weeks, so you're not going to want to miss out on this. Smash that follow button. Be here each and every Tuesday for Tuesday Night Madden. 2nd and 6. Kiv with 3 wide receivers, dropping back with Lamar, throwing it right side, but Barry Sanders can't hold on to it. Immediate hit from the Boogs defense, prying that one free. See Boogs, Detroit native, living just outside of Atlanta. Big Lions fan, which is why he's so sad all the time. I know how it feels being a Browns fan. 3rd and 6, good pressure again.
I wonder if Kiv is gonna punt right here. He was fortunate last time, and he didn't know. He's still going for it. No respect.
4th and 6, and Kiv bring the offense on the field. Boogs couldn't catch him the last time off the stop. Can he get another one? How many lives does Boogs have? 4th down.
I say just turned off, boss.
Lamar drops back, waiting, looking right side. He's got Tyreek Hill for a 1st down. Good read by 818's own young Kiv. Nearing, clock running down. We apologize for the technical issues we're having, some stream issues. We appreciate you guys hanging with us. Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday evening. Hope you'll come back and enjoy every Tuesday evening with us here on Tuesday Night Madden. 1st and 10.
Gonna hit him with the inside zone of the 0-1 trap right here. Boogs needs to blow this up.
And he didn't, and there goes Barry. He'll pick up 15 on the ground. That one was too easy. Inside Pizza Hut Stadium, site of all MCS games.
Gonna give him another dose. See if he can stop it.
Lamar dropping back, pressure off the edge. Good pocket from Kiv.
I mean, can I
but nowhere to go. Whoa, he took the big hit on the sideline. Have mercy.
Okay.
Lamar, you good? Is Lamar good?
And see, this is the time when I would look in the mirror and say, You have to fight, user. No matter what, you have to fight. We hit sticking Lamar, Barry Jackson over here. Barry Sanders. I said Barry Jackson. Barry Sanders over here fumbling, just people blowing on him. And Lamar's taking hit sticks, not letting the ball go. Listen, man, you know, you got to look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm going to have to fight because Madden's not going to give me anything right now.
All right, chat, for the first time this year, it is time to head to our fourth quarter presented by Snickers. Throw those fours up in the chat. Oh, it's good to say that once again. 3rd down and 6 for Kiv. Boogs looking for the stop. As Lamar steps up and has a dime. It's Brandon Cooks to the house. Like a doctor in the 20s. He's making a house call.
Oh my God, that is amazing. That's how you just cook one up, boys. That's literally how you cook one up. You bait him in with the run and you just bomb him right over the top.
There you go. There's some high-level Madden strategy from young Kiv.
Get 7, and we're going to lock him up.
Cooking one up to Brandon Cooks.
And listen, chat, you hear Boogs talking to himself, telling him the game plan. We're going to get 7 and lock him up. And this is what you have to do. Watch him right here. This is what the best Madden players do. Even when they're down, they're not going to hold their head. They're going to say, hey, man, I've been down before. Let's put together a game plan and fight.
1st down at 10 for Boogs, down by 10. Needs to get a score and quickly. Lamar. Stepping up in the pocket, looking left side. Nice catch by Julio. 1st down on the 36. $17-7. $2,000 on the line. The motion out of the bunch. Put 2 on the left side. Lamar Jackson stepping up in the pocket, trying to deliver a strike down. Tyreek Hill coming up with a big play for Boogs. User, that's got to be a play that gives Boogs at least a little confidence offensively.
I mean, you know, Boogs never lost his confidence, man. You know, these guys, even when they're down, they're not shaking. You know, they look at their mistakes and they're trying to get better. That's basically it.
Barry takes the carry, left side, picking up 4. Saw that great piece on Boogs, his family always supporting him. You know, if he loses this game, he's going to be walking out of here with his head hanging low, and he's going to have his family there to help him out. Oh, that might have sealed it. It's picked up by Jones the other way. He hit him with the stop and go. There comes Jones. Wave goodbye inside the 10-5. Touchdown, young Kiv. The absolute book thrown by Boogs.
Oh, man. Oh, man. You know, I'm not the one choosing Snickers player of the game a moment, you know, but if that's me, that's what I'm choosing with the little bit of stop and go. Yeah.
It was like Kiv was, you know, driving his car through his neighborhood. There's no cops around. He just sort of pauses at the stop sign. You don't need to come to a full stop, right?
Yeah, nah, definitely don't need to come to a full stop when you're just playing stick like that. You know, and it's unfortunate, man, you know, the Boogs, once again, we seeing them, you know, the cameras, the light shining on him, and he's just, you know, on the other end of a beating. You know, it's a terrible situation. But last time y'all said I put the voodoo on him, and obviously we can't say that this time.
No, might we be looking at the death of the mush? Might the mush not be a thing in Madden 21?
True.
Corner out, nice throw by Boogs to Julio Jones. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Nick Mazesco, one great user. Coming up next, battle between 2 of the top NFL rookies is A.J. Terrell taking on Henry Ruggs. Former combatants, Terrell out of Clemson, Ruggs out of Bama. Nice throw up the middle. It's Julio inside the 15 to the 11-yard line.
You know, Boogs has to press right here. You know, he's in a dire situation, down 17. I don't want to say it's all she wrote, but, you know, you playing against a player like young Kiv, it's all she wrote.
The tail might be done. 1st and 10, stepping up with Lamar. Nobody open. He'll take off with Lamar and taking no chances, sliding down at the 5-yard line. Second down and 4. Oh, that parted like the Red Sea. Barry Sanders walks into the end zone. Boogz ain't out of this yet, user. I know you said the tail was done. It's not quite done yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's done, Nick. You know.
Okay, all right.
It's done. You know what I'm
something
saying?
else on TV?
I mean, he has to go for onside. He doesn't go for the onside. He's gonna kick it deep. You know, Kid is gonna run one play. We're gonna go to the 2-minute warning, and you know he's gonna burn the timeout. He's gonna have to attempt one onside. You know, I would have went ahead and tried to attempt it right then and see. At least give me 2 chances. You know what I'm saying?
24-14, $2,000 to the winner, and they move on next week to take on Pavin. And user, I mean, a lot of people asking, yo, how did we get here? How did Boogs and Kiv draw the worst straw? How did they end up in the first game, where some people don't have to play that many games to win big money?
Well, because, see, you know, they earlier in the month, they had seeding games and all that type of stuff. And listen, y'all might be surprised, but Mo went undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So the guys who won, they got to choose their spots. So Joke chose the middle spot, Mo chose his spot. And the last 2 people to pick, we knew Kid was going to be playing last because he had to play D-Croft for the elimination tournament for the King of the Hill. So between the 2 picks, it was Boogs and Drini. And Boogs actually finished a little bit better than Drini. He had a choice to choose to either be first or to be last. And he chose to be first because he was sick of the Madden community slandering his name, saying he wasn't good enough. All the talk, he hears it.
And Kiv is running on him. There goes Barry. He's going to dive down Superman style the 20-yard line. GG's in the chat.
And, you know, maybe he should have took that last spot. Maybe. You know, and it was me and RG in the Discord. We was talking to him. And he was like, man, I'm going to let him hang. I'm going to let him hang. I'm going to take the first spot, and I'm going to win all the bread. And you know me, I was like, okay, all right, you better be ready. You better be ready because you know these guys are just not going, hey!
Well, he gave up the big play to Barry, got one the other way. Not dead yet. User, look at the heart monitor. There's a little heartbeat there.
Yeah, man, as you see, he just took him to the strip club, man. Hopefully he can put some points up right here. We'll see.
1st and 10 for Boogs. Got to fumble his way. Lamar looking left side underneath, caught by Hill. He'll get out of bounds after picking up 12.
I felt like he was a little bit patient. He had that corner out on the right, but, you know, you take what you get.
Back into the shotgun, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Lots of flexibility here in Madden 21. Where you can audible from this, but Boogs' only priority here is getting down the field and getting there quickly. In trouble, down goes Lamar. That is not what Boogs needed to do. Elvis Doomerville off the edge.
Yeah, that's a big sack. He has to burn the timeout right there. He did not want to burn that timeout.
You're gonna need an onside kick anyways. But first things first is getting points on the board. Minute 35 to go. Boogs choosing to be in this first game. It might be to his detriment, although that first person, young Kiv has the opportunity to make a lot of money. $2,000 if he wins this one. Doubles next week to $4,000. 2nd and 19, stepping up. And there's that throw out of sack again.
Yeah, man, like I was saying, you know, about how we got here, how these guys had their seating. So, you know, young Kid, we already knew he was going to be at the first spot, but Boogs had the opportunity. He could have been at the last spot. But he wanted to prove to everyone that he was one of those guys. He's Hollywood Boogs. You hear him? He's changing his name, but he has to fight. It's a minute and 30 left, and it's looking very grim.
What is he doing?
Hollywood Boogs, the Bugatti Boogs has run into what is a juggernaut here in the Madden community. Young Kiv looking to have a big year. In trouble. Down goes Lamar. One more time. This Kiv defense standing tall. Everyone knows young Kiv, the 818 boys, as offensive masterminds, dialing up some of the best bunch of offense. But biggest thing I'm impressed about today, user, the defense from Kiv has been on point.
Yeah, the defense has been on point. Boogs, I feel like Boogs played a good game. It wasn't like he played a bad game. He looked bad the first 2 drives, but after those first 2 drives, he really put it together. It was just unfortunate that Barry Sanders let the ball go, when he was on the 4-yard line. This game would have been a whole different situation, but still, Boogs has to be able to lock up and fight back. He cannot give up that big bomb running man, not shading over top. We all knew, everyone was looking for the skinny post sooner or later if he was going to be running man.
Well, that is the stretch of a man who is $2,000 richer than he was when he walked into this day.
I want George to go on.
I didn't want them to think I was cheating, so I forgot. That's on me.
You hear Boogs. This is the worst part of the game user, especially when you come away, walking away with a loss. It's when you start doing that 20/20 hindsight. You start looking back and going, man, if that had just gone my way, if I had just done that, I could have walked away with a victory. But at the end of the day, it's young Kiv who is victorious.
Yeah, and you see Boogs starting off Madden 21 just the same way he left off Madden 20, not in good shape. But we already know he's going to be fighting through the clubs. This time he's representing the Detroit Lions. Hopefully he can bounce back and shake it off when we see him at the live event.
$2,000 and the seat on the throne. Young Kiv will move on here in this 7-week King of the Hill tournament. He got through the first challenger, and that was Boogs.
I am in Boogs.
Your final score in this one. Young Kiv takes this 24 to 14. Boogs fought valiantly, user. It just wasn't enough.
Yeah, just wasn't enough. Unfortunately, he had some bad plays, didn't go his way. And he has to step up and make those plays. These guys, you're going to go through that. Sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your way, but you have to be, I always tell myself, you have to be 14 points better than the next guy. And if you're not, you're just not good enough yet.
24-14, the final. Young Kiv, with the stellar defense and his offense, was the story of this game. We've had a lot of big plays in this game, but let's take a look at our Snickers play of the game. 3rd and 6. Lamar steps up and has a laser. It's Brandon Cooks. An absolute laser beam over the top to Tyreek Hill. You cannot leave that man open. That is your Snickers play of the game.